Well, howdy doody. Man almighty, it is hot, humid. I mean, it is so hot. Wow. We are up in the true humidity factor. Like, woo! That's a sauna up here in the Northern Virginia area. But hey, everybody, I didn't go away yet. Not yet. Maybe you think I did, but I didn't. What the hell is going on now? Hey, I have a great idea. I do. I have a really cool idea, everybody. I have an adventure. I drove the Dodge Charger Super Bee today. What a badass car. I'm going to tell you what. Anybody out there thinking that to buy a Hellcat to have the fun of this Dodge Charger product, you're a fool. You're a fool. You don't need it. This is more than enough fun. The 392 6.4 liter motor gives you every bit of fun to get you in trouble. It'll get you in trouble. This car is so much fun. But once again, what am I doing? I don't know. What am I doing? I am up to something, everybody. But you won't know till tomorrow what I'm up to. Yes, that's a fact. So, did I disappear? A little bit. You know, I just want to change it up. The channel's kind of, I think, needs a little different direction. How the hell I do that, I have no idea. But at the same time, I'm not like gone. Am I stepping back a little bit? Yeah. It's half a decade for me of making videos to no avail with YouTube. It doesn't really pay you much any money. But whatever, we've had that conversation a gazillion million times. So once again, it's all about an adventure that starts tomorrow. What adventure will that be, everybody? What do you think I'm doing? You know what? I'll give you a little insight here in a second. So the first thing I got to do is rearrange the garage. Yeah, I do. So let's start up this badass Super Bee. I mean, come on, everybody. Is it all about that V8 love? It is about the V8 love. Let me get in the car today that I drove today. And I'm going to tell you what, this car is so much fun. It really is. I mean, and the Hellcat gets so much attention. It's really a shame because the Dodge product, the Hellcat ruined it for so many others. But this 392 motor, this setup in this car, it's more than enough fun for you to have a blast. And you're going to save yourself half the money. Half. I mean, I'm just telling you. I mean, if I really thought the Hellcat was the true joy of my life, don't you think I'd still have a Hellcat? But I've learned over the years of driving all these Mopar products, this 392 setup is so much fun. And you just don't need it. You don't need all that extra power. You don't need it. You're going to go to jail. Ask me how I know. Here we go to the shop. So I've got a trip. I've got an idea. You know what? What's going on in my life right now? Roger, my good subscriber Roger, he pronounces it correctly. I don't. But I've been driving a car and truck and tanker trucks since 1985. So you think about me, I'm 40 years in of driving vehicles, living behind the wheel of a vehicle, and my whole right side of my body, the Cicadia, however you pronounce it, this has been destroyed. So when I sit in a vehicle for any length of time, I sit in a vehicle for an extended amount of time, it's excruciating pain in my body. It's not good. As I get older, I'm 62 years old. As I get older, it's more challenging to do what I've done my whole life, which is to live behind the wheel of a car. And I'm starting to realize that I don't know how much longer I can do this in my life because of the pain that I'm going through. That's radical. It really is. So I've got an idea on how to maybe escape that pain to take a little trip. That's the idea here, but I have out of the way, and I need to get to my trike. The trike hasn't been ridden in a while. I've ridden these other motorcycles. If you know my channel, if you watch me, you've seen me ride all the bikes, with the exception of the CB 1000 R over here and the dirt bike. Everything else has been ridden but I haven't ridden the trike in a while, so I get the trike out, and let's see how that plays out. And so for me, it's always the project of getting things relocated to get to something I want to ride. It's never simple. Never simple. Little Gypsy got a love letter today. Yeah, she got a love letter. One of the neighbors have called her out for misbehaving. So that's a whole other story, maybe for another day. But now I'm going to move the Grom, the 450 motocross, to get the trike out, clean it up, and get it ready for a road show. A road show to go. Yes, I know it's noisy. Fans, Little League World Series going on here. Great, great series. Here we go. Let's get on the Honda Goldwing trike that I haven't ridden in quite a while. Does it even start up, you know? Because it's been not ridden in a while. So I get all my stuff out of the way here. And let's pull it out. This is a great motorcycle to actually go on an adventure. And the question is, can I endure the adventure that I need to go on? Because right now, when I sit behind the seat of a vehicle, what happens is my right side of my body just really becomes into excruciating pain. Let's see if we can do this all right. I remember how to do all this, everybody. That's it. There it is. So I got it in reverse now. Let's make sure we don't run anything over. But you're not going to do it. I'm going to plug my cable in here and put this in reverse, which is pretty cool. Make sure I'm not running anything over, running anything into anything. I haven't ridden this probably since the last time you saw me ride it during that really heavy, radical rainstorm that I tested myself to maybe go to Florida. At one point I was going to go to Florida and go see my mother's celebration of life, and I just came to closure that just wasn't going to work. So now me trying to remember how to do all this stuff, it's kind of crazy on all these controls, and I even from where am I my controls to go forward, which I don't drive these things enough to even know. So I've gone backwards. Now I should be able to go frontwards, but I'm already like, where do I do that? So I'm backwards. I guess I have to go into the neutral, and then I got to put in gear, and then that puts me back forward. So the DCT is a little different on this, just so you know. So the DCT model that I have, the technology is a little different from the manual. This is a manual transmission. Even though I only wish that I had the option to buy the DCT on this, I would have done that. What's so cool about this vehicle here is, if I want to take a long road trip, there's a lot of storage capability here. So I have a huge trunk area, and I have the tour pack with plenty of space as well. So right now this thing's extremely dusty and dirty, so I'm going to clean it up, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to evaluate if I take a road trip on this motorcycle, which I think would be pretty cool. And the question is, can I endure the long trip? It'll be about a 3-hour trip plus of me sitting on this motorcycle on a different position versus me in a car. You know, in a car, your body and everything is a different type of angle, and that's what's happened to me ever since Rebel got aggressive with Ginger, and I had to pull him off Ginger one evening about a month ago. It's like I pulled like a hamstring on the back of my leg, and it's like totally restarted my cycadia, however you pronounce it. So I'm not the best at pronunciation because I have severe hearing loss. I mean, I have severe hearing loss. I don't hear things like you hear things. So once again, you know, is that what happened? I don't know. But the good news is What is the good news? I'm back. Did I ever leave you? No. Am I pulling back a little bit? I mean, for the YouTube community, am I pulling back some? I am. It's half a decade of me religiously making videos day in, day out. Lots of videos day in, day out. You're talking 5.5 years of my efforts. And for the money factor, there's nothing there. But yet today, I already hear people reaching out to me. Where are you? What's going on? So for me, I just kind of keep the channel going. But I don't think you're going to see the amount of volume of videos that I made in the past. I really think that it's just time to step back and evaluate and just kind of clear my head up, because this is a lot of work, everybody. It really is. It's a lot of work to run these social media channels. So that's all it is. Nothing against anybody who watched my channel. There's no reason I'm kind of slowing down because of other people's comments. I've had rude comments. I've had great comments. It has nothing to do with that. It's more about me saying, wow, 5.5 years of busting my ass for YouTube, and they just don't come to the table to reward me for monies for all my efforts. So it is what it is. I get it. That's fine. But at the same time, I think, you know what? Just kind of pull back. I don't need to make a ton of videos every day. Every now and then, maybe I just won't make a video. Whatever. It isn't about me leaving. It's just more about me managing my time, energy, and efforts, and trying to figure out how there may be a better way to go a different direction or stay this direction to enable me to actually make money through the social media. I don't know. It's not that easy. It's very challenging. But anyways, that's it. So stay tuned for tomorrow to see, do I take the adventure on of the Goldwing Trike CSC. I hate to make the word California sidecar. I wish it was called custom sidecar. That's kind of where it is. So God bless. Have a great Friday evening. Stay tuned for Saturday's videos. And do I do it? Do I do it or don't I? I don't know. I'm going to get everything in order, so maybe I do it. God bless.